the NBA said you have to, then Brooklyn said you have to, then now this is gone on for a long time now. I haven't heard much update. Is there any update in that entire situation, Shams?
Yeah, so one thing, it's not really the NBA's mandate, it's New York City's mandate. So
Okay.
there's a new mayor administration that comes into effect in New York City in January. So there had been some talk, like, does that mayor, the incoming mayor, Eric Adams, come in and drop the mandate? And I think that still probably sits in the back of the mind for either Kyrie Irving or the Nets. Like, there's got to be some level of hope. But at the end of the day, I've talked to City Hall officials in New York City, office, and they've told me, given the rates of cases that are climbing and given where we're at as a city, there's not really an urgency to lift the mandate. Like, there's no plan to lift the mandate. So if that's the case, Kyrie Irving, he's not anywhere closer to getting the vaccine.
Nets Nation, it's your boy AJ back. It's Nets Kingdom. You know what it is. Hit that like button, support the channel, subscribe, join the notification gang. You already know it's Nets Kingdom. We go hard. So we're back with it's not breaking news, but it's Kyrie update. You know, guys, a lot of people always hit me up saying, yo, what's going on with Kyrie? So we've got the latest for Kyrie. Shout out Scoop B, one of the Bally Sports reporters. He's actually a reporter that broke the Kyrie Irving to the Nets news in 2019. So shout out Scoop B for this great article on the Kyrie Irving update. We're trying to get Scoop to come on the live streams to talk more about this. So stay tuned, y'all. But so the Kyrie Irving update, it says here in the article I'm going to read here, it says, while he's been away from the Nets, Irving has kept a low profile. However, last month, he attended Seton Hall's season opener against Fairleigh Dickinson at Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, to show his support for Pirates guard Bryce Aiken, whose Irving has been a mentor to. And then it says here, Irving has not been sitting idly. According to people close to him, the 7-time All-Star has been working out pretty regularly, focusing on cardio, weight training, and meditation, spending time with his immediate family. This is the happiest that I've seen Kyrie in years, one source said. But the question remains, will he get vaxxed? So among Irving's circle, the general consensus is that he is not anti-vax and believes everyone has the right to make their own decision. Now, it says here, Irving also does not want to get vaxxed because of bad experiences with his health due to basketball injuries over the years. Irving has adopted a 100% plant-based diet, so he could wait until a plant-based version of the vaccine has been completed and approved. One such vax is undergoing clinical trials with more than 30,000 people taking part, according to a report in August. So that is basically majority of the Kyrie update that Scoop reported today. Now we see that Kyrie has we knew that Kyrie had a plant-based diet. I think that a lot of people knew Kyrie was some type of vegan, or, Kyrie is a natural kind of person. But Nets fans, we shouldn't wait for the plant-based vax to come out. That could take a long time. It is like encouraging news that Kyrie would be he would think about taking it. I mean, he would really consider it because, again, he's a natural person, so a plant-based vax could really change a whole lot. But I don't want us to depend on that because it can take a long time for that to clear, So the other good news, it seems like Kyrie is in good spirits. He's working out, doing cardio, going to Seton Hall games. Now, we've seen New York City just change their mandates because of the new variant that is in town. And again, it's frustrating in New York right now. New York is basically the only state that is panicking with these mandates. We're just instant. Every time there's a new variant, it's panic mode. It's panic mode with New York, because this Omicron variant is getting more marketing than the Delta variant. There's been like 4 other variants that were not serious. New York didn't change their mandates for those, but for this one, they're going to change their mandates, So it's just frustrating with New York just to keep doing this to us. It just doesn't really make no sense to me. I'm really confused, and I'm not a political guy, but like I said, it's just confusing to me. Why can't Kyrie or other New York workers, employed New York City workers, just get weekly testing? If people can still get COVID and they're vaccinated, why can't Kyrie and New York City workers just get tested? Weekly testing, just weekly testing is all Nets fans are asking for. Kyrie comes in, he gets tested if he has COVID or not, and he can play. He's already can play. He already can practice. He already can play in away games. But it just doesn't make sense why other people can come into our stadium and play not vaxxed and Kyrie can't. It is hurtful. Now, to the other side of the Nets fans that want Kyrie out of here, I understand your frustration. I understand people want Kyrie gone. They want him traded. Trade Kyrie, trade Kyrie. The problem is Kyrie's value is not super high right now. You guys know teams are afraid to trade for Kyrie because they don't know his future. They don't know what he's going to do. They don't know if he's going to retire. They don't know if he's not going to play. It's just a frustrating thing for us to kind of make these trade scenarios, everybody making these trade machines about Kyrie getting traded, and we don't know if teams are actually offering the people or assets for Kyrie Irving, So it's just a frustrating thing overall if you're a Brooklyn Nets fan right now. But let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this Kyrie Irving update. Hit that like button. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at NetsKingdom711. Again, the last update I made on Kyrie was the All-Star update, that he might get votes. He's still in the All-Star ballot for the 2022. Will we see Kyrie Irving in the All-Star game if he gets votes? He's going to get the fan votes. But let's see if the coaches and players vote for him. And then also, in my last video, it was Katie briefly talking about he doesn't know when Kyrie's going to come back. But, yeah, it's frustrating, y'all. Trust me. This is going to be one of those things where coming up to the trade deadline, you guys are going to see so much clickbait, so much news that might not be real. It might not be real. So much news, so much fake news about Kyrie getting traded here. Teams are talking here, teams are talking here. But I just want you guys to keep your mind clear. Make sure you do your Googles and research credible sources. I'm talking about credible sources because you guys are going to see a whole bunch of Kyrie trade talk and stuff like that. When it comes up to the deadline coming up here, y'all going to see a lot of Kyrie news. But I will try to keep you guys updated on the actual facts and the actual real sources that's going on. Again, and also there was an update on Ian Begley that's saying that teams are offering Sean Marks is listening to trade offers. We knew that from way back when. That wasn't new news. We knew Sean Marks was listening. We know Sean Marks. He's a GM at the end of the day. He's gonna take calls and listen to people if they offer something for Kyrie. He's gonna take the call. It's just the obvious thing. He's not gonna hang up the phone. But let me know what you guys thoughts in the comments about this Kyrie Irving update. It's just, man, I miss Kyrie. I love seeing Kyrie play. You guys know how I feel. I'm really on the neutral side. I know there's Nets fans are divided now. It's you're either to support Kyrie or you're to get Kyrie out of here. It's just, I'm really neutral. I'm for the Nets' best interest. So whatever's in the Nets' best interest, I'm for. But at the end of the day, I want Kyrie to be on the court. I support him, and I respect his decision. So whatever we're going to do going forward, I just hope we have a plan to do it. I don't think we have to trade Kyrie at the trade deadline. I don't think we're going to panic or we're in panic mode. We're still number one in the East right now. I think that if we don't trade Kyrie by the trade deadline, I definitely should definitely Sean Marks and Joe Tsai should approve Kyrie to play away games possibly a little bit before the season ends or during the playoffs. I think we should activate Kyrie for the away games. If we're not going to trade him, I feel like we should activate him for these away games. I know some people disagree, but me personally, if we're going to sit Kyrie, if Kyrie is eligible to play away and we're going to sit him, there's no point of sitting him when we need him to win a championship and he can be at least a contribution. Away games are the hardest games to win in the playoffs. I just think he should be out there at least for the playoff run or maybe a little bit before the season ends to get his, flow going so the team can get a good flow, good chem with him being away games and not being at home games. I feel like they should activate him. If they're not going to trade him, activate him for these away games because you guys know when those three on the court, Kyrie, Harden, and KD, no one's going to beat us on the road. No one's going to beat us on the road when we have those three guys on the court, So I just think we should just take advantage, even though he's not, if this vaccine holds up, I just think we should take advantage and activate him for the away games, playoffs, and maybe a little bit before the season ends. But again, let me know your thoughts about that. Let me know your thoughts about Kyrie Irving. Will we see Kyrie Irving again this year? Hit that like button. Follow me on Instagram at NetsKingdom711. It's your boy AJ. I'm out.